Don't you realize the next time you see Sky will be over some other town? Or the next time you take a test will be in some other school? Our parents, they want the best stuff for us. But right now they gotta do what's right for them. Because it's their time. It's their time. Up there. Down here, it's our time. It's our time down here. Hey guys, Andrew Davidson here, and welcome back to another As Per My Ability video. If you like what we do here at As Per My Ability, if you like our videos, if you like our content, if you like board games in general, please comment, like, subscribe, do all that fun YouTube stuff. Make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications when we post new videos. We appreciate everything you guys do to help our channel grow. Today's video is a first. Today's all about first, I guess, because I've never done an unboxing video, and I decided, why not? Let's do an unboxing. Today I'm going to be unboxing Goonies Never Say Die by Funko Games and Propero Hall. I have not played the game. This is just an unboxing to show you what's in the box. What's in the box? Goonies Never Say Die is, at the time of recording this, a Target exclusive. So if you want to pick up a copy of your own, you're going to have to go down to your local Target or go to Target.com. I assume it's .com, Target.com. A little bit of background on the game from what I know. The game is, as you will see and I explain, a semi-cooperative game. It's one versus all. One person's playing the bad guys. The other players are all working together. And the game is, this is a first for Propero Hall, and this is a first video for me, is a campaign game where you will set up chapters 1 through 9, I believe, and you will play through them with the same people. It's not a legacy game, it's just a campaign scenario-driven game. Having said all of that, let's get into the unboxing and show you what's all in the box. Alright guys, so as I mentioned, today we are going to be doing a unboxing of the Goonies Never Say Die. Now the Goonies Never Say Die is, as I've said, published by Funko Games and designed by Propero Hall. The game says up here ages 12 plus, and it plays 2 to 5 players. Now I must start off by saying I have not done anything to this box except for just remove the tape that all Propero Hall games just come like taped up. So I've removed the tape, but that's about all that I've done. So here's the cover. It's really great. Just awesome artwork. We'll flip it over. And it gives you kind of a representation of what the board and components look like. 8 miniatures, quite colorful. I'm sure we'll see them in a second. And the fratellis. So, okay, up here it says 50 minutes to play, which is oddly specific, as opposed to just an hour. It's 50 minutes. No more, no less. Alright, so let's open the game up. As per usual, it's on there quite a bit. So, oh cool. So here's the inside. This must be the board. It's got the speech that I did at the beginning of the video on it. Now this is in some wrap, so I'm gonna unwrap this and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I got the board unwrapped, so let's see if we can get it on camera. Let's see. It looks like pretty blah, but I know that there's going to be a lot of stuff that's placed on top of the board. But yeah, it looks pretty just kind of mushy right now. It's supposed to be, you know, caves, underground, One-Eyed Willy. But there's the board. It's got some artwork on the back side. And that's the board. I'll set that aside. Now, as I've mentioned, this is a semi-cooperative game or a one versus all. So you're going to have one person who's going to be the GM or the Goondocks master. And I'm going to flip through this really kind of quickly. And they're going to be setting up certain scenarios. Now, it looks like there are... Oh, you can even make your own. There are 9 adventures. So there's basically 9 plays for the campaign mode. I am not sure if you can... I'm sure you could probably keep playing after you go through the adventure guide and the campaign. But one person is going to have to be kind of denoted as the game master, taking the role of all the nasties, you know, kind of being the bad guy of the game. And this is akin to other one versus all games like Fury of Dracula, Scotland Yard, Descent, the first edition of Mansions of Madness. A little tongue-tied there. So this is that, and this is this, which I can probably show more because it's the instruction. So it gives you like the setup, and I'm sure the adventure guide will modify setup and things like that. So yeah, like I already kind of knew from research and stuff that you're going to be basically placing a lot of things on the board. So hopefully that'll help the board kind of pop a little better, because my first impression of the board is looks like someone threw up on it. So this will give you the round, winning the game, and some more specific things. That's my mom's favorite piece. It wouldn't be here if it weren't. And so here's the instruction guide, and here is what I know is from the back of the box the GM screen. So the Goondocks master screen kind of goes up like this to protect information that the GM is doing. And it's kind of cool because it's got the notes that Andy's supposed to play in the movie. Is it A sharp or B flat, which is essentially the same note if you know anything about music. But if she gets it wrong, we'll all be flat. And so it's cool. It kind of pops. It's quite thick, and gives you kind of a reference for the GM. And so, well, like, yeah, here. Like, kind of what you do on your round, gain a GM token, activate foes. So that's cool. That's a very good design, and the artwork is still really great. I love how, like, thick this is. This is quite nice. And here we get into the punch boards. Now, I'm not going to open... This is shrink wrapped as well. I'm not going to open this and start punching things. This is just kind of an unboxing. But I do know, as I've said before, it does come with a lot of tiles that you place on the board based on the scenario that you're playing. This looks like some kind of a round marker or timer. Here's a pit. Some kind of an endless pit. Oh yeah, when they have to travel, let's go around because the floor goes out. Okay, cool. I got it. And here's some cards. Again, I'm not going to open these up, so sorry for that. I know everyone wants to kind of look at the cards, but I want to keep this fairly brief. Here is some smaller cards. It looks like riddles. There is, from what I've read, there is like a little aspect of some puzzles, like some riddles that the players will have to go through. And so I guess these are the riddle cards, and probably some other items and nasty cards, things like that. Here are the characters. Hey, Mickey. Oh, and there's a giant octopus in here. So the characters that you get to play are essentially all the kids, all the Goonies, except for, I guess, Sloth is in here, who's not a kid. But there's an expansion that I've heard of that's going to have the female characters and Brand and some of the others. But right now it's just like Mikey, Chunk, Sloth, Data. Those are the basic ones that you can play. into the bags. Well, the dice are translucent. You can't really tell on camera. Kind of, they look translucent. Green, red, and blue. So D8s, D6s, and I'm assuming a D12 with bones and stuff. So I'm just gonna toss those back. Here are just basically stands. Nothing to see here. And here are the miniatures, the characters, the fratellis. They're all kind of together as one. And the coloring of the miniatures actually reminds me a lot of Back to the Future. The miniatures in Back to the Future. That looks like probably Sloth right there is orange. And there's a giant octopus, as we already kind of spoiled. It's got to be one of the scenarios, even though that scene was cut out of the theatrical release. I grew up on the original. Well, there you have it. Goonies Never Say Die. That's what's in the box anyways. If you want a copy, like I said, it is a Target exclusive. For me, unfortunately, I don't see this game getting to the table anytime soon, for the reason that it is a campaign game, and those take a little bit more effort to put people together to try to... It's like forming a D&D group. Anyone that's ever tried to form a D&D group knows what I'm talking about as far as getting people together on a regular basis. There are 9 scenarios. I am looking forward to the game. I think it looks great. I'm excited to see what Propero Hall does to change up the scenarios to keep the game feeling fresh and not simplistic. But other than that, I don't know if I'll really get this to the table, and so a review might be in the distant future. This is where I'm going to leave us. So again, thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you at the next video. Oh, wink.